Hello everyone and welcome to my place on the internet, where I am your host, Peter aka the MuttonChopGuy, where I jump into the sprawling world of manga to talk about a very niche genre within it, known as gay Komi. Yes, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to go through my 1000 subscribers special, because I hit the milestone of 1000 subscribers, and why not celebrate a milestone such as this, even though I know a lot of people are going to see it as very minuscule. But you know what, it is what it is, and I'm happy to see the amount of people who are actually following me to get more of this content, because the reason why I make this content is for you.
Oh, thanks, man.
So, what is it I'm going to do in this particular special is just showcase and highlight a lot of artists, because as we all know, we have the looming threat of the AI overloads taking over everything and running us amok. I figured it would be a good idea to highlight some not so well known artists within the communities, or pretty much on online spaces, because I want to show my support, and a lot of these artists do follow me to some degree, and some of them probably don't even know I exist, but I don't think that really matters at this point. So I think we should just go ahead and get right into things so we can get started. The first thing I want to do is give a massive, huge shout out to the artists that are part of my Discord server, because they're supporting me by interacting with me on my server and giving me recommendations. So why not return the favor by highlighting their works? Because holy crap, I have a lot of artists and a lot of them are in varying degrees of skill levels. However, they all work together to help improve each other on their work, so that way they can get better. They have their own little section in my server known as Artists of the Server, where they get to share all their work, and they also have an art tutorial and tips section where they have been putting so much resources on particularly gay Komi, but tutorials on how to work with body anatomy and shapes and shading and lighting and composition and so on and so forth, that I feel like it would be very important to highlight them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am now. So thank you to all the artists of my Discord server, and if you are somebody who is an artist who would like to join my server, please do not hesitate to click in the description down below. I have my link there, and you get to see some of the wonderful artists who make some wonderful works like this, or even something even like this, or even something like this, because my goodness, these artists are actually really great, and I can't wait to see where they go. But look at all the stuff that they have made. It is absolutely beautiful work, and I can't wait to see them hone their skills even further.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Alright, enough of that shout out. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed that, but now we're going to move on to the main topic section of this video. After some consideration, I chose to show 3 artists for this special, as I think these are good artists with a small following, and I want to highlight their work. I also have a few nominations from my server members that I asked for, as I also think this is more of a group effort to share in order to help grow the creative pool of artists who do work within our beloved genre of gay Komi. Let's start with the shoutouts of the artists I found that are under 1,000 followers. I found on Instagram, as I don't use Twitter, which is called X now? Couldn't come up with a better brand there, Elon? Whatever. It's his thing to play with, I guess. I'm just making videos here after all.
So, why do you hate me and Jesus?
Anywho, going down the list, we got Smashiro, Rock Comics, Budge Draws, JoelAndPeterInsta, no relation, Naka Day, Bara Baristas, and KB Daydreams. These artists have pretty interesting art in my opinion, and I feel that if they keep working on their craft, they could be as big as some of the other more well-known artists like Silverjow or Kokokokoboo. Some of their techniques are a bit rough around the edges, but there's a certain kind of charm that I see within their works that I think with some time and extra effort, their work can be polished off beautifully. That's an accidental double entendre.
Whatever you say, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
First up is Nomi Draws Bears, who sits at 1,300 followers. This artist does what I can only describe as digital painting, and has a real knack for it. What I like is how the lighting and the shading gives off a more dreamlike feel on certain works, while the others really sells this sense of time on a given day with his subjects. Of course, this artist's subjects are big burly guys, and that's just the kind I like. There are certain ones that I can tell that they were inspired by photos that I have found on my feed on Tumblr, but I like how he was able to capture that realism within his works that I can't help but appreciate. Overall, this artist has a strong grasp on dimensions, composition, anatomy, and tones that I feel stand out as their strength, which is what I enjoy from them, and can't wait to see more.
That's pretty cool!
Next up is Hakujin, sitting at 3,300 followers. This artist is also making manga, which I need to find so I can read it, and then review it for all of you, and for a really, really good reason. I feel like I'm able to point out all the influences that this artist reflects in their work, from the character anatomy models from Seizo Ichibashi, to the digital highlights of Jiraiya, and even the lighter comedic tones of Ichikawa. This dude fits right in with all of them, and I can't help but admire the amount of detail he puts into his works. While you can see the influences, there's still something that separates those with his own flair. And if you have any recommendations of his manga, please share.
Oh my god, yes, that is tasteful!
Last one for me is Bunch of Fats, sitting at 2,000 followers. Okay, so first thing, I love pixel art. I like seeing it where it is now after many years of people working on the techniques to pull off such great detail within such a retro art medium is always going to score points with me. I know this is a niche style, but I'm okay with that. Just insert the Marge Simpson meme right around here and continue on. The other thing I love about this artist's works is how I get the original Dragon Ball-esque feel with the shapes that they use to create the characters. The subject matters are really light, fun, and whimsical. Seeing some of their adult works, it's pretty impressive to see how much they can get the detail down in pixel art. Just saying. Now for the nominations from my Discord server.
Cue the music.
I do want to take some time to explain one of these artists as it was nominated to me with this info. Pie Fact is what I'm going to refer to as a late artist. What are they late for? Their next birthday.
You can't say that! He can't say that!
Pascal, down, heel!
Luckily, their account is still up and you can still view their work from it. I was informed that during the early years of this artist's career, their character subjects were considerably younger, but as you go through their works, you can see those characters grow up over time, which just gives the viewer a sense of time passing as they observe the works. Ultimately though, I will leave it to you to decide on that. However, these other artists are great in their own unique approaches to their art that you should take some time to look into. So enjoy!
Alright then, I will.
And that is it. That is all of my video. Yes, this is a considerably shorter one because I'm just doing a quick highlights on these things, and I definitely recommend you go ahead and follow all of these artists because they all have something to bring to the table, and I do like unique approaches to people's art. I like to observe and try to not necessarily dissect, but to discuss the ideas behind it and see where people's perspectives come into play. So, if you haven't already, all the information, I'm hoping I can find all their link trees, but I will try to link as many of their socials to these artists to follow. Most of them are on Instagram because that's where I found most of mine. But I do know that they're on Twitter, and I know some of them are on Tumblr, and I know there are some other places that they can be at. May I recommend Itaku, which has been recommended to me by one of my server members, to use as an alternative to Twitter, so I'm on there. If you want to follow me there, you can follow me there. Links in the description as well. Other than that, if you have any recommendations for me with any of the following tags of Bara, gay Komi, or men's love, please drop it down in the comment section below. I always like seeing the recommendations. I know I got a pretty extensive long list of recommendations to go through, but I don't want to run out, so please drop them down below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for taking your time out of the day for sitting here, and I certainly hope to see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.